Hey guys, it's Amy. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my Iceland experience and give you guys a little bit of insight on what we did and what we would recommend you guys to do if you decide to go to Iceland. So stay tuned. So me and my best friend went to Iceland in the first week of April. We drove the Ring Road, which is their main highway that goes all the way around Iceland. We did it in 1 week. We used the itinerary from a travel blog. The blog's name is The Travel Pockets. They have a 7-day Iceland Ring Road itinerary that we used, and it worked really well for us. I would recommend checking that out. Towards the end of the trip, we did get a little tired of driving. It felt like we were doing more driving than actually seeing the places because it was a little bit more fast-paced. But besides that, honestly, it was amazing. We loved the places that we stayed at. All the places that we saw were beautiful. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking that itinerary out. I will have that link down below. So like I said earlier, we went the first week of April. We decided to go in April because that's when you can still see the northern lights. The best time to see them is during the winter months, but we planned our trip kind of last minute. So yeah, we were successful. They weren't very strong, unfortunately, but we did see them, and I will insert some pictures here. It was a really cool experience. The weather when we went was honestly not that bad. I feel like we lucked out on the weather. It was pretty much sunny every day except the first day that we got in. It was kind of snowy and cloudy and very, very cold the first day, but besides that, we were fine. April is technically spring, but it's basically still winter. It's still very cold. Definitely bring layers if you're going in April. You should always wear layers anyway when you're in Iceland because it's always pretty cold. So one of our main concerns about going to Iceland was renting a car. We had heard a lot of people say that you should really rent a 4-wheel drive car, especially if you're driving the road around Iceland. We decided to rent a 2-wheel drive car just because it was less expensive and my mom didn't think it was necessary for us to get a 4-wheel drive car because we weren't doing any off-roading. We were just driving on the main road, so it worked well for us. We only had one instance where or at least I wish that we got a 4-wheel drive car, which was technically our first day there, but it was our second day. We were driving to one of the national parks and we got stuck in one of Iceland's famous windstorms, and it was snowing, and so there was just blowing snow everywhere. It was kind of scary, and the cars in front of us stopped, so we had to stop, and then when we went to go, the wind had brought a bunch of snow around our car, so when we tried to move, we were stuck in the snow. And thankfully we had a local that came and helped us and got us out of the snow, as well as 2 other girls who came out of their car and helped us push the car to get it moving. So we were very thankful and lucky that, people were nice enough to help us. Besides that, I think you'll honestly be fine with a 2-wheel drive car, unless if you plan on doing any off-roading or going to the Highlands in the summer, then of course get a 4-wheel drive car. But I would also really recommend to get gravel protection. There's quite a few times where we were on some pretty sketchy gravel roads. Definitely get the gravel protection, it's worth it. The car was so disgusting towards the end of our trip. It was just so beat up, and we're like, oh god, we felt so bad for the car. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows that the food in Iceland is pretty dang expensive, so be prepared for that. We would really recommend staying at hotels that include breakfast. That was extremely helpful when we would have breakfast included. It's just one meal that we didn't have to worry about during our trip. We had read that, people stop at Bonus, which is their local grocery store. It's a great way to save money because you can buy groceries and just make your food that way. But honestly, it didn't work well for us. I felt like we were wasting more food because we'd get those jars of peanut butter and jelly and then we wouldn't even use half of it, and then we'd have to just throw it away at the end of the trip. However, definitely eat at the gas stations. The gas stations have amazing food. Here in the States, I would never eat gas station food, but in Iceland, their hot dogs are so good. And we got burgers and fries and stuff at these gas stations too, and ice cream. It's crazy. So definitely check out the gas stations for food. So some of mine just random tips that I think would be really helpful if you're planning on going to Iceland. First, get portable Wi-Fi. We rented a little Wi-Fi thingy from a place in Reykjavik that was recommended on the itinerary, and honestly it saved our lives. It's so much more convenient to have Wi-Fi with you in the car wherever you go. We didn't have to worry about really getting international phone plans or a SIM card or anything like that. We were just able to use the Wi-Fi from our car in the hotels, so that was really helpful. Also, make sure to stop on the side of the roads to see the Icelandic horses. They are adorable and beautiful and just so majestic. Oh my goodness, I miss them. We would see so many spots of the horses, and there's only certain areas where you can actually pull over to get to them. You have to. You have to see the horses. They're just so cute. Also, I would really recommend doing the Blue Lagoon. I know that a lot of people think it's a tourist trap, and it is, and it's pretty expensive, honestly, but I think it's just something that just do it once and one and done. But it was really cool. It was very beautiful, very relaxing. We did that our first day after we left the airport. We went to the Blue Lagoon and did that, and it was awesome. So some of the souvenirs that I brought home were alcohol and candy. So the alcohol that I got was Reyka vodka, which is apparently like Iceland's best vodka. I haven't personally tried it yet. I don't think we've even opened it. We're saving it for like a special occasion. The other alcoholic beverage that I brought home was Iceland's signature schnapps. It's called, I haven't pronounced this right, but Brennivin? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Probably not, but I'll insert a picture of it over here. That's also known as the Black Death. We did try this, and it's actually not too bad. It's not something that I would drink regularly. Yeah, it's kind of just like a fun little thing to try, and like if you have people over and just have everyone try some Icelandic Black Death. For the candy, I brought home these little like chocolate covered licorice things. I'll also insert a picture of it over here, but I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, to be honest. But yeah, that was really good. Like I gave that to a lot of people that I work with and like my family, and like my dad doesn't usually eat sweets, but he ate like half the bag, so those were really good. I would recommend trying those out. Even if you don't like licorice, like my mom doesn't like licorice and she loved them, so yeah. And the other candy that I brought home was the chocolate. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but there's just these little Icelandic chocolate bars. And I got the black and burnt barley, and honestly I wasn't very impressed with it, so I wouldn't recommend trying. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it wasn't that good. But I would definitely recommend the other candy. That was so good. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any further questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And be sure to subscribe and like this video. Thanks guys. Bye.